Welcome to this episode of the Talkin Stuff podcast. I'm the host, Steven. I'm your host, Steven. Joined, as always, by your two other hosts.
What's happening? This Lorenzo.
And this is Danny. You are my host.
Man.
You're my host.
Our favorite.
Thank you.
The hostess with the mostest.
I appreciate that. So, in honor of March Madness happening right now, Sweet 16 going on.
Yes, sir.
We're going to give you our top 5 basketball movies. Top 5 for each of us, so 15 total. You know how it goes down. And just before we start talking, I want to say fuck you CLA for beating Cincinnati. So that's...
Yeah, that was a good game, though.
It was until the end, until they collapsed at the end. But
well, to me, it seemed like the ref been screwing over a lot of the lower seeds the whole tournament. My opinion.
LeVar Ball was obviously in their pocket.
Bro, he's not impressing to me. Like, I don't really see what everybody is saying about him.
LeVar is that kid's dad. The dude that's saying
I thought you said Lonzo Ball. I thought you were talking about the dude that played for... Nah, to me,
his dad really didn't make those threes that he was putting up.
His dad... Man, that dude...
He's not nearly as good as I thought he was.
Yeah, that dude's a character.
He's supposed to be able to beat Jordan in his prime.
Yeah, all I know is this guy sucks at basketball, he's a nobody, and you didn't even blow Ray J. Why are you trying to act like Kim Kardashian? Like, why are you famous?
Yeah, exactly. The least he could do is give Ray J a
blowjob. At least blow Ray J, man. Or have sex with Kanye or something.
Or,
something. I mean, it's...
Do something with Brandy and have it connect back to Ray J.
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why is he on ESPN all the time?
He's trying to get fame over his sons. And to me, they're not what he say they are. Like, the one for UCLA, like, I've watched their... I ain't seen none of their games until the tournament, and I'm not seeing... He's not impressing me. Like, he don't even seem like... To me, he don't seem like he's the best player on their team. Like, Holiday, I think he's sweet. And then that big man they got, like, I don't think I've seen him miss a jump shot ever since I've seen him play in the tournament. Like, he's sweet to me, but...
I think Lonzo Ball's pretty good, but it's just like... I just don't like his dad, so that makes me... that makes my opinion of him lower, because his dad's a loudmouth doofus. Plus his dad, like, talks shit about LeBron's kid. It's like, LeBron's kid is 12. Like, calm down, dude.
He's talking about a middle schooler. He's talking shit about a middle schooler. That's where this guy is in his life right now. Man, my guy's better than a middle schooler. My son's so much better than a 12-year-old. He's in college.
No, but to me it seems like he's just trying to say that you got hype with you as far as, like, if your parents is that good. Like, because he'll be on LeBron James' son. Like, people's going to expect him to be good. Just like Michael Jordan's son. Like, people expected him to be good.
I agree, but I don't think it's cool to, like, start talking about his kid and be like, hey, my sons are more set up to be successful in basketball than yours.
But it is kind of the definition of irony when he's talking shit about someone's dad putting pressure on them to go to the pros and be good in basketball when he himself is literally doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I wouldn't know who this fucking guy from UCLA is if it wasn't for his cock dad.
Yeah, I didn't
ESPN talking about how great he is and how he had 90 points in high school or something.
Well, yeah, that was his other son. To me, he cherry picked pretty much the whole time. Like, that wasn't even good to me. Like, anybody could cherry pick and get points. Like, if they miss and your team getting rebounds and throwing it back court to you, like, you have a wide open layup. Like, of course you should get a lot of points.
For people who remember who DeJuan Wagner was, that dude scored over 100 in a high school game, and, like, I mean, he was sweet in the NBA until he got.
He played for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say he was a point guard.
He was more like an undersized shooting guard, but he had to play point. He was really small, but I mean, he was good until he had the weirdest, like, luck with his health. He had to have, like, a colon completely reconstructed out of other organs and shit. It was weird. What happened to him?
That took a weird turn.
Yeah.
That took a really weird turn. I expected to be like, oh, he got traded or something. Nope, straight to asshole reconstruction.
Shit, that's just like Jason Williams. That used to play for Duke that went to the league, like, an injury.
Yeah, but his was more, he just got injured in a motorcycle accident.
It wasn't his asshole?
Had nothing to do with his ass.
Oh, okay. I thought this turned into the
DeJuan Wagner also, he had, like, terrible vision. he had his vision tested after like he retired or whatever. Not while he was still playing actually, and they were like, yeah, he refused to wear like glasses and contact lenses. So this dude scored 103 points in a high school game, and he could barely see the rim.
That shows he had talent being able to do that.
He did also have his eyes reconstructed from his asshole.
Yeah,
it's really weird. That's why the
ass
whole
went
thing
into the
down.
eyes, and then
He had shitty vision. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
That you will be.
Yeah.
All right. On that note,
Killed.
we can. Thank you for killing the momentum.
Damn.
On that note, I say we quit fucking around and get into our list of movies. So,
Well, it is the March Madness, so you ain't technically fucking around. So,
well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, we started talking about Dewan Wagner's asshole, so that's
yeah, let's move on from that.
we can move on from that.
I mean, we could stay on it. I mean, for days.
But I know, but
Top 5.
that's another episode. We could just dedicate it just to that.
God, that'd be a fucked up episode. Okay, yeah. So top 5.
All right, top 5
basketball movies.
basketball movies.
Hold on. I'm not ready.
Your top 5 basketball movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Your personal top 5 basketball
All
movies.
right, I'm ready.
I'll start us off.
Mine's going to be the best, just to let you know, but
We'll see about that. My number 5 is Coach Carter, starring Samuel L. Jackson and what's his name?
Hugh Jackson?
Not Hugh Jackson.
Oh.
Coach Carter is a great movie. I bet there's a lot of
movie.
people out there that has it on their list.
And my personal looking through this, I forgot Channing Tatum is in it.
Thank you, because I've been waiting for you to mention him. And
Yeah,
his
he was
beautiful face.
He was one of their guards.
Dude,
No. He was a forward.
I'm pretty sure he played a forward.
Yeah, he played forward. Yep.
And some dude named Texas Battle is in it. And
That's not a real name. That's not a real name.
the famous Jet Jackson was in it.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't famous Jet Jackson. It was Cousin Skeeter. Cousin Skeeter's cousin. Remember that show, Cousin Skeeter from Nickelodeon?
That's been so long. I do not remember that. I heard of it, but I just can't remember it off top.
Yeah, it was the live action one that played the puppet's cousin. So
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
He was the son. Yep.
yeah, him and my personal MVP of the movie, Rick Gonzalez as Timo Cruz.
Oh yeah, he was one of my favorite characters.
Timo Cruz was a beast.
I never saw that movie.
Dude, fast break.
Sorry.
Timo gets the steal. Fast break. All by himself. He doesn't take it to the rim. He stops behind the 3-point line and pops it.
Like he just knew he was going to make it.
Yeah.
It did go in, but the coach was not happy with that.
Yeah, Coach Carter wasn't having it. So I picked this movie because, like I said, I watched it. First time I watched it, I thought it was really good. I didn't know. I thought it would just be like another run of the mill.
When do they play? Is this a high school basketball team?
It's a high school
Yeah,
team.
he kind of came and they was a lot of trouble kids, so he kind of like helped set them on the right path and everything. Like
he got Channing Tatum to stop stripping.
Yeah, he stopped stripping.
Wrong movie. This
Wrong
isn't
movie.
Magic Mike. This isn't the prequel.
That was after high school, man.
No, I like how he just came in there and he like drilled them and like actually made them work.
I remember, the first scene is, not the first scene, but when he first takes over the team in their first practice and he talks about, like, he shows them the new offense he's going to be running and how the team's going to go, and the 2 leading scorers from the previous year just walk out and the whole team's bummed. So
he just took them from basically the lower people and the average people that made them all better.
Yeah. He was like, what's everybody so upset about or something? I forget the exact line, but they were like, those are our 2 leading scorers from last year. He was like, well, I guess we'll just have to get 2 new leading scorers then.
He probably said it just like that. He's like, get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking basketball court.
Exactly.
Nice.
And yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a very inspirational movie.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get sappy or cheesy.
You know what is sappy and cheesy?
What?
I'm sorry. Do you know what is an inspirational movie? My number 5.
Your number 5?
Teen Wolf. Yeah, that's right.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox
Dude,
plays a werewolf who plays basketball. And this movie breaks stereotypes.
It does.
Because werewolves before this were just bloodthirsty monsters that needed to eat you while you were on, a vacation or trying to have sex with your girlfriend. Maybe they just want to play basketball and work at their dad's hardware store.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just normal people like you and me.
And go to a party or two.
Yeah,
But the funny thing about that movie though was he seemed like he sucked when he was normal, but he turned into that wolf and he became a monster.
He was terrible. So it kind of plays into a stereotype in a way because it's like, hey, look, he's this white guy who sucks at basketball, and then he has to turn into a half animal to become good.
He turned into Vince Carter.
It's his transition to be accepted as a wonderful basketball player from being rejected as a average 5'4" white guy.
Yeah.
And he also surfs on top of a
No,
car.
he doesn't. His friend Styles. Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Styles does it first, but he does it later.
Hey,
he upshows him up there.
Yeah.
He does.
That's real life. This was a documentary, by the way.
Boof was a cutie. His friend was the girl that likes him, and he doesn't know.
Yeah, what... That's
he had his eye on
those
somebody else.
Yeah. I always want to bang the hot cheerleader, but never bang the super hot girl that's your friend for some reason, but she's got glasses and a ponytail, so she's not hot.
He want what he couldn't have.
Yeah, that's how all movies go.
And also, she wanted him when he was the wolf, but not when he was normal.
They all wanted it. They all wanted that sweet, sweet wolf booty.
Yeah, but that's a good movie too. Nothing wrong with either one of them.
I loved the basketball coach in that because one of my favorite. It's just a really small part of the movie where at the beginning where Michael J. Fox is talking about. I think he's going to tell the coach that he wants to quit the team, and the coach is like, "God, what does he say?"
He's like, "You're a motherfucking werewolf."
No, this is before he turns into the wolf.
It's just so weird because like he turns into a werewolf mid-game and like no one reacts and they're just like, all right, we're gonna do this now. He can dunk. We're going to States, baby. Like he just turned into a fucking mythological beast in front of you, and they're just like.
And what was crazy about that movie too was his dad knew he was going to be coming out the whole time, but never told him.
Yeah. Well, he hopes it would skip a generation. That's what he told him.
I would like to be warned about something like that, though. Yeah. If I was going to turn into a wolf, I would want to know.
That's like the weirdest father-son conversation about hair growing in weird places. Yeah. When it's on a full moon and you're turning into a fucking werewolf. Right. But yeah, whatever.
My favorite, just real quick. Great line when the coach tells him it's not about how you play the game, it's whether you win or lose that counts.
That's a horrible thing to say to a kid. Yeah. That's a horrible thing. Like,
as he's offering him fried chicken in his office.
Well, I guess he better win.
All right,
two great movies, but my top 5, my number 5 is He Got Game.
He Got Game.
One of my number 5.
Number 5, bro. My list is gonna be kind of tough, but Denzel Washington and Ray Allen. Jesus Shuttlesworth, which is Ray Allen's one of my favorite basketball players of all time, so that helped get him into this list. But I just like how like it showed him overcoming stuff, like getting back in relationship with his dad because of the stuff that he did to his mom, and like just forming that bond back with him. He had to basically be a father to his little sister.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't it's been forever since I've seen it, and even back when I watched it the first time, I kind of saw it more in bits and pieces, like. I don't know. I guess it was like when I was younger, it was a little too serious for me to really get into.
And there were tits in it.
There were, but
there was some great. It was the Barbie twins, by the way. Look it up. Yeah, great boobs. I would go to that college.
Yeah, it was kind of a serious movie, but it was just the basketball scenes in it and like how he went and go play at the park and stuff like that. I like movies when they kind of like I would say freestyle when they go to parks and play and stuff like that.
Yeah,
then,
definitely.
Like
that was definitely cool.
Yeah, I really like that movie.
We'll be talking about it. We'll be talking about that one again. Don't worry.
Fucking
Spike Lee's amazing.
Yeah, he was.
Well,
the sweet blood of Jesus isn't exactly what I'd call amazing.
And then,
but that's now. Back in the day, yeah.
And then probably my favorite scene of the movie was when he actually beat his dad. Like at the end, when he played his dad 1-on-1. If the dad beat him, he had to sign that to go to that college.
Yeah.
And then I liked because he could never beat his dad. His dad always used to push him. Talking about the UCLA dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked how he finally overcame that and just finally beat his dad.
This is based on the UCLA dad's.
Yeah. He's just copying this movie.
And Denzel had a great baby fro in that movie. I just want to put it out there because he did not rock a fro in a lot of movies. He always has the short cut.
Yeah.
God damn it, that looks fucking good on him. Sorry.
So you did see that movie?
I've seen that one a couple times.
All right. My number 4 is... Well, I kind of lied earlier when I said I wasn't, like, really ready for serious movies as a kid. Because this one proves me wrong. In that my number 4 was Space Jam.
Talking about that movie all week, and there you go. Did we put that into your list?
Shit. It's like, I'm not ready for serious movies. I like Looney Tunes. The Monstars really got to me as a kid. Shoot the ball out of his chest.
It was cool as hell because it was... They got Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny to agree to be in the same film together.
2 stars, me.
2 stars, finally.
For the first time.
Finally, for the first time together.
But that was a nice, funny movie. I like that.
Dude, I loved Space Jam as a kid, and I'll watch it now. Like,
especially seeing Michael Jordan stretch his arm at the end to win the game.
Dude, that was even as a kid, that was kind of goofy, but it was still like, yeah, you're in the Toon World, man. You should have been doing that all game. You wouldn't have been in that situation.
Be like, damn, Jordan, why don't you do that in real life? How many more games you could have
I thought
won?
the Monstars were cool as hell. The way they went around stealing all the NBA players' talent. Yeah, I don't know why they picked Sean Bradley.
Because he was tall. Look how short they was. They was so damn short. He was like, oh, that one's tall. I want him.
That's true. I mean, I don't even hate Sean Bradley. Dude was good at blocking shots. He just got dunked on a lot.
But what NBA player can shoot a ball out of his chest from a cannon?
What?
Don't they have that power in one of them, or am I thinking of something different? You're thinking something different?
I think that's a different movie.
Yeah,
maybe it's Space Jam 2, The Reckoning.
With LeBron James.
Yeah.
But
The Quickening.
LeBron James.
That never happened in that movie.
There could be only one.
Yeah. What you might be talking about is when they shot their old leader out the
I don't think I've seen Space Jams now. I don't think I've seen that movie now.
But also,
trust me, you've seen
I've
that.
seen it on this fucking.
Also, the jam when I was a kid, Monstars Anthem.
Yeah, when it came out.
That was so... I thut that was the coolest
Only
shit.
If we had that playing in the background right now.
Dude, that was... If we wouldn't get a copyright strike, I would do it. But yeah, man, Method Man, Be Real, and Busta Rhymes and everybody. That was a great song. Got you hyped.
Fuck, you know what I was thinking about? The Harlem Globetrotters cartoon. Sorry. Go on.
He had to redeem himself.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, where the fuck did I see that? But yeah, sorry. Continue.
All right, it's all good. Yeah, Space Jam. What else do I really need to say? It was great acting. It was.
Oh my god! I wish you could see my face right now.
The pinnacle of. Y'all say it's not a serious movie, but it's like they're playing with people's livelihoods.
Yeah,
they're trying to enslave the Looney Tunes.
They showed Michael Jordan play baseball.
Yeah,
I got a friend that would probably put that as his number one. So. Yeah. There's people out there that really like that movie.
Yeah, dude. I'm one of them. I don't care what nobody says. I like Space Jam. Fuck it.
Nothing is wrong with that. Legit. Yeah. I got that on DVD, so it's all good.
Yeah, I'm playing. Well, my number 4, and I'm going to say it as my sister said it the first time she read it. Basketball? It's a basketball made by the producers of South Park.
The creators of South Park.
Yeah, would have also all the voices as well. Yeah. It's hilarious. For people who've never seen this movie, it is a basketball movie. But the way to describe it is these guys can't play basketball, but they can play horse. So they can just shoot. They can't dribble. They can't run. They have no idea how to do his teamwork. So at a party where they're trying to impress girls who clearly aren't going to fuck them, they challenge these dudes to a basketball game, and they're like, fuck, well, we're going to play. Yeah. And they just made the game up on the spot.
Because they're like, oh, these guys can't take us because it's these 2 preppy dudes. And then the dudes start warming up, and they're like dunking and shit.
Yeah, they're like, yeah!
So pretty much they got jumpers, but they can't do nothing
else. They can only shoot pretty much like free throws and threes.
Yeah.
So they made up a game on the spot where it's basketball. It's horse with baseball rules. So depending on the distance you shoot from is a single, a double, a triple, or a home run. But then the whole shtick of the movie is they include psych outs where you can talk shit to the dude who's shooting.
Try to distract them.
Yeah, but like it goes way overboard and like.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie. Yeah. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's good. I loved that as like when it came out. It was great. Jenny McCarthy was in it.
Yeah,
Great.
dude, it's fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna have to look that up and try to find it and see what it's about.
It's good.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I just never seen it.
And they got weird stuff like they got Al Michaels in it, don't they? And they got him to say weird shit, like as far as being like excited, and he was talking about like, you're excited, take a look at my nipples.
They're hard as rocks. Yeah, like it's so ridiculous. Like they lose a game and they're like, oh, the days to lose the game on free egg night or something. All these people just start whipping eggs at them. Like, dude, it's over the top fucking ridiculous.
Like, I just love that, like, the investor is, like, his last name. The billionaire that helps them found the league.
Oh, Don Rickles.
Yeah, but Rickles? His last name is Denslow in the movie.
The Denslow Cup.
The championship is the Denslow Cup. And I always thought that sounded really funny.
So it turns into, like, a tournament or something?
No, it turns into, like, a legitimate league.
Yeah, pro league.
Yeah, it turns into, like, a legitimate pro league where, like, there's rules where teams can't move to a different city because all these other why are the LA Lakers live somewhere where there's no lakes? Why did the Oilers move to Tennessee where there is no oil? Like they have a whole bit.
The New Orleans Jazz moved to Utah
where there's no jazz.
They're Mormon. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is we got a sport we got to make up now.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, I can't shoot, but I'll be the dude to talk shit. But yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, seeing I can shoot, I'll be the star of it. Then.
Yeah, there you go. You'll be the what the fuck was it?
Hey, I could shoot too.
Sure Shot something or Sir Swish? I can't remember. They all have nicknames.
Sir Swish a lot.
Coop. And then Coop, and then one dude's is just like Squeak it's Squeak Little Bitch Scolari because they just call him Little Bitch for the whole movie. Like they make him sleep in the box where the dog sleeps.
Like not even that, dude. At one point, it's like a dresser, and they put him in the bottom drawer, and they close it, and they make him sleep in the dresser.
Yeah, like shut up, you little bitch! Don't call me a bitch. Shut up, bitch! And like it's fucking ridiculous. Sorry.
Sound like Friday when Smokey got put in the chicken coop.
yeah, dude, it's insane. It's hilarious.
All right, so my number 4, and this one was hard because as a kid, this was probably would have been my number 1. But it had to slide down to my 4th spot, which is Love and Basketball.
Oh, wow.
Love and Basketball.
That would have been your number 1 as a kid.
Yeah, when it first came out, I just liked that movie a lot. Yeah. Like, some people may not like that it had, like, the love scenes and stuff in it, but I liked when it incorporated that into it, like, with him playing basketball, because he was the star when they was younger, to how she kind of, like, struggled. Then, as they got older, he got hurt. Then the stuff his dad did to his mom kind of fucked up his life. Yeah. Then she became the star. So it showed with him having to deal with it and stuff like that. Yeah. But I just like all the basketball scenes in it I liked. As far as like when they played one-on-one as a kid. And then when they played one-on-one at the end for basically the love of their life.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I like it. I'm with you on it. I like Love and Basketball. I haven't watched it in like a really long time, but I remember liking it.
That's probably the reason why it fell to my 4th spot, because I don't watch it as much as I did when I was a kid. Like, well, when it first came out, I would say. Right. My other movies, which y'all will hear, like I could still watch. I could watch right now and be into them. Yeah.
So this is more of a nostalgia pick. It's not it doesn't hold the test of time to you, but it's just like, man, I fucking love this movie when I was a kid so much that it's...
Yeah, like growing up, when it first came out, like I loved it a lot. Like, it was my favorite basketball movie.
It would be like For Love and Basketball?
Yeah, because I love basketball.
Thank you.
So the title stuck with me. But yeah, it's just, I don't watch it as much. Because I judge my list too also as far as like movies I still watch a lot today. Yeah. Like, from when I first seen them to how many times can I rewatch them and everything. And this movie, when it first came out, I could watch a lot. Yeah. But now, it's not as funny as I would want it to be. Like, I like funnier basketball movies, too. So this one was more serious. So it just don't hold my attention as long anymore. Right. But it still is one of my favorite movies, though. Have you ever seen it, Danny?
What are we doing?
You never seen Love and Basketball?
Are we? What's going on?
Have you ever seen it though?
No. Dang. No, I've not seen it. Hence how my first two picks are Teen Wolf and basketball. I think there's a running theme of I really don't know that many basketball movies.
But I'm shocked you never seen that.
Yeah. No, that's the thing is, A, did a lot of drugs, so probably did see it, just don't remember it. And B, maybe I didn't see it. And C, I have no idea where I am right now.
All right.
You're here.
Where's here?
The podcast.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the internet.
Oh my god, this is Lawnmower Man?
Nah, but you got to watch that movie, though.
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan is controlling your thoughts.
I'm going to make all the phones in the world ring at once.
That's right.
I think it's a movie you should watch.
I legitimately probably have seen it, because when I went on the internet and looked through all these movies, I've like seen it, don't remember it, seen it, don't, like Basketball Diaries, like I've seen that movie, I know I have, but I had to look up, because I've seen like every Leonardo DiCaprio movie, but I had to look that up to be like, oh yeah, I remember that, like, but it's...
Yeah, but my favorite scene in that movie was probably when they played one-on-one at the end.
Yeah. Alright, strong selection.
Alright,
okay. You said you like funny basketball movies, so this would definitely be one that you would have to change that for. My number 3 is Hoop Dreams, and Hoop Dreams is a documentary. It was shot in the 80s, and it follows these two little kids, William Gates and Arthur Agee, and they're two like kids from the slums in Chicago, pretty much. They're growing up in rough neighborhoods in Chicago, and it starts off with like this scout from I forget the school Isaiah Thomas went to in Chicago. It's like this like fancy prep school, and this dude basically scouts playgrounds looking for little kids that he thinks are really...
That is so sketchy.
Yeah.
That is so sketchy. A guy just standing in the playground looking at little kids.
Yeah, and I think the opening scene is him watching Arthur Agee playing as like a really little kid.
I've heard of that movie, and I started to watch it.
Yeah.
But it felt like a documentary to me. If it's the movie, I think
it is a documentary.
Yeah, so,
it's 100%.
Yeah.
It's like it's not scripted. It's just following these kids being scouted to go to this prep school, trying to make it to be college players and trying ultimately to go pro.
Do they even play basketball, or do they just like? Do they show them playing basketball?
Yeah, they show them playing. They show them pretty much throughout their entire high school careers, and it really showed you. It shows how. Like Danny said, how sketchy it can get. Because Arthur Agee, they both get into, I think it's St. Joseph's Academy in Chicago.
Don't one of them go to a different school? Or they go...
Arthur Agee does.
Yeah.
Because at one point, he starts having trouble in school. And he starts kind of underperforming on the basketball team. Like, he's not as good, like, right away as a freshman as they want him to be.
And that...
So they pretty much cut funding from him. And his family's like poor. The only way he could actually, like, it's an expensive ass school, and the only way he could actually go to this school is through the scholarship that they gave him because he's a good basketball player.
Got you.
And then after a while, it's like they cut the funding, and his family gets stuck with this huge bill. And his dad is like, has drug problems, and he's like in and out of jail, and it really shows how it could how they basically fuck these kids over.
That was your cousin, wasn't it, Danny?
Wait, hold on. I got lost. You said the name of this movie is Poop Dreams?
Hoop Dreams.
Hoop Dreams. Totally different. Okay, I'm on board.
So it wasn't your cousin,
I legitimately thought this movie was called Poop Dreams.
And
I blanked. I blanked for I blanked for like 10 minutes. I was like, so what is this about poop? Sorry.
But, yeah, like Arthur Agee gets that. And the other guy, William Gates, he goes through all different times. He's the better of the two players.
That's what I was about to ask. Which one did he think
stays
was
on
better?
at St. Joe's. He gets, the scholarship to Marquette to go play. Throughout the course of the movie, he gets his girlfriend pregnant when he's like a high school senior, I think.
Yeah.
He goes to Marquette to play. He starts realizing that he doesn't really love basketball as much as he thought he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up because I thought it was more of just them talking I
I
didn't know it was going to actually like show them playing basketball.
Yeah, it goes through like showing them like their senior years of high school, where at that point Arthur Agee had to transfer to a public school, and they meet up in like the city playoffs and shit. And
yeah, because I'm about to say it ends with them playing each other, don't it?
That's not where it ends.
Oh,
that's not where it ends.
But they
all.
do
like,
play each other.
They do play each other, and yeah, it's a good movie. It shows you. It goes up to 1994, but afterwards, I did a little bit of research, and like Arthur Agee is actually, I think he played pro ball for a little bit in like Europe, but then he started up a business, so he like owns a clothing company, and he seems to be doing good for himself now. So it's pretty inspirational in the end, where it shows that even through all that like fucked up shit that happened to him, he still pulled through, and he got his life together, and like isn't like poor and living.
He made something of himself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
So what number are we on?
3.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be a quick turnaround here because we already talked about it. But my number 3 is He Got Game. Fucking goddamn it, that's such a good movie. Sorry, we already talked about it, so it's gonna be a quick turn to you on this.
So, how did you feel about what happened with his dad and his mom? If you was him, would you have been as angry with him, or would you have forgave him like quicker?
Well,
because yes, he did murder his mom, but I'm not saying that's right. But it was like
she was kind of asking for
but
bitch had
you
it
can. It was one of the things that yes, you're going to be angry at him, like he murdered your mom. But like when it happened, you could tell it was a clear accident. He ain't just like gun pow, you're dead. It was like they was arguing. She got knocked down and broke her neck, I think it was,
and then he shot her 7 times.
Nah. But
you
it was
see
like
the director's cut.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was kind of like, yes,
dick.
you're going to be mad at him.
Yeah, well, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to,
But yeah, it's like you're going to be mad at him, but it's like, how long would it have took you before you forgave him?
Well, because I don't remember exactly how old he was in the movie when it happened, but it's like...
He was like a senior in high school, wasn't it? No. No, it happened when he was a kid.
Yeah,
he was really young.
Because he was gone for like because pretty much the dude disappeared from his life for like all of his formative years. So I think it wasn't like he
happened like elementary or something.
Yeah, he didn't like 100% like all is forgiven. We're best friends now. But it showed that him showing interest in his son's life wasn't just him trying to get paid and get out of jail.
Yeah.
It was like he actually was showing like, I do want to be a father to you. This was fucked up. This was a mistake. And like he was trying to take the first step.
Yeah.
And he really, because he really said like ultimately it doesn't matter where he goes because he's fine with going back to prison. But it's more what's good for you because the NBA might not be there for you forever. Like, you need to have a fallback. And he actually said that, which was like, a lot of kids just go, oh, well, it's a rule now, you can't do it. But they're like, oh, I'm going to go fresh out of high school in the NBA. It's like, what if you blow your knee out in the first fucking practice and you never play again? Like, guess you should have went to college, you jackass.
Some people just think because they're good, they're going to automatically make it. That always don't happen.
Yeah, like, you need to have some formal education so you can get a real job when your shit breaks. Because bodies break down over time.
One thing I'll add to this is not about the movie itself, but a sketch on Mad TV that would never fly today because of political correctness. But it was called He Got Gay. And it was Aries Spears playing the Denzel Washington character, but he's very stereotypically gay. And he's trying to play as his son one-on-one. He's like, if you win, I'll leave your life forever. But if I win, then you gotta go to state college. And they play, and during the game...
Was he setting up like gay pics and shit?
Yes.
Like rubbing his butt on him?
He was like grabbing his ass, and there's this song playing in the background. It's just like, who got gay? He got gay. Who got gay? He got gay.
Real quick before we switch to mine, how long would it took you to forgive him? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I could have forgave him.
I kind of lean that way. Like, I don't know if I could.
Yeah, like
that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, that would definitely been hard. All right, to my number 3, another great movie, The Sixth Man.
Sixth Man.
I remember when I first saw that movie, I was like, damn, how the hell did he just die? Because obviously he was the better of the two.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking like, damn, that's fucked up. And then that's when you know. I'm all in the locker room, freaking out. And then there he comes.
I saw that and I was like, man, the little brother from Mo Money and Dwayne Wayne can ball.
Yeah, because I also like that movie too because Marlon Wayans is one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think pretty much he's funny in everything he does. Mm-hmm. But I like how at the end where he finally gave his brother up.
Yeah.
To become his own man, basically, because all through the movie his brother was basically helping him win.
Yeah, he was just kind of cheating for him, in a way. Yeah.
But I like
like angels in the outfield.
Exactly.
It's totally okay because it's an angel. Yeah, I think. Or was he an angel or he was a ghost?
There's a bunch of angels and angels in the outfield.
Well, yeah, it's in the title.
Or are you talking about Sixth Man? I don't know.
Sixth Man. Would you consider him a ghost or like a poltergeist?
I think he was a ghost, and then he became an angel at the end. Yeah, when he had to leave
because he helped them accomplish what they needed. Then he went to go play for the team upstairs. He became
at the
starter.
end. God was like, "All right, you helped this college team make it to the Final Four.
Come run our triangle."
Turns out he actually went to hell after this.
It would have been great if they showed God like calling him up and it was Phil Jackson, like, come up here and play for me now.
Yeah, but
starting point guard.
And I thought it was funny how like through the movie he was embarrassing him by like because nobody else seen him until that basically I think it was that one scene where they was in the gym and he didn't want them to think he was crazy, so he basically came out.
He made him do all the stuff around him,
but it was just funny how like at the restaurant when he was eating and then the lady brought the salmon out and he was making him pour like A1 sauce and stuff on it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff I forget about that movie, but I liked that when it came out. I liked that movie. Yeah.
Then the part when he was trying to kiss the girl and he was putting his hand over his face and everything. But I thought, and I like him with the basketball scenes. Yeah. I liked all the scenes in that too. Like when I think his name was Flex, where he was on that fast break.
Yeah.
And then he pushed him up in the air and he hit against the backboard and fell.
Yeah, dude, there's something magical about 90s basketball movies where like the basketball scenes were always like fun to watch.
When they had they seemingly had like a really fucking good budget because they would show like on a court like you'd get an upward shot and you'd see the stands just completely full. You got to pay for all those extras. That's a pretty decent, like, in fucking Celtic Pride, because we'll stay on the topic of basketball. It's like, that was a comedy movie. It really had nothing to do with basketball. You never see any basketball being played. You just see Damon Wayans stand on the court doing, like,
yeah.
But, like, there's like 300 extras behind them for that scene where they didn't need to have that camera angle. But it's just like, yeah, what's up? This is a real game.
Yeah.
It's just way out. But, so yeah. What are you on? Number 2?
Number 2. All right. My number 2 is a little movie called Blue Chips.
Nice.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was disappointed in that movie.
Were you?
Yes, I was real disappointed in that movie. For you to have Shaq and Penny.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really remember them playing basketball in it.
They play. It is more about the corruption in college sports than it is just about the basketball.
Was Nick Nolte in that?
He was the head coach.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to make sure.
Nick Nolte as head coach.
Coach Carter.
Yeah, he played Coach Carter.
Yep, he played Samuel Jackson.
Because I just felt like it was so much potential for that movie.
Yeah.
Like with them two in it.
It was weird because you had like all these fake schools, but then you had actual basketball players and coaches playing the coaches and basketball players there. Like Rick Pitino is in it, and he's coaching some team that doesn't actually exist. And they have like I think like Stacey Augmon is on one of the teams, and God, who else? Fucking what's his name? Bobby Hurley is on one of the teams. White dude used to play at Duke in the 90s.
Yeah. Because it's
the one really good white Duke player that wasn't Christian Laettner.
The only scene I think I can really remember from that movie, 2 scenes, was where when he wanted to I can't remember who it was, but he wanted somebody to come play for him, but he wanted them to like give him so much amount of money or something like that.
That was the tall dude, the power forward, Ricky Rowe. And he was like, "Oh, I love the school, coach. I'm in. I'll just want like X and X thousands of dollars, preferably in like hundreds in a bag or a briefcase or something."
In a Cadillac.
Yeah.
And another scene I remember from that movie was when the dude was in his dorm room, I think it was, and then the coach came in there and confronted him about cheating.
Yeah, after that was a very powerful scene.
Yeah,
after they're like, the booster tells him that like he was buying off players the whole time.
Because that dude was supposed to have been sweet.
Yeah, and they were looking at like the tapes of his freshman year, and they saw him like basically just throwing the ball away, giving up on
plays and giving up on plays and stuff,
and just like shaving points. Like they won the game. He was like, "Wait, this is me. This is Tony, coach." Like, I wouldn't do that. And then he was like, "Okay, yeah, I took money, but we won the game. I just shaved points. Like, who cares? All these guys like get paid. Why shouldn't we get paid too?" And it's just like, it's kind of like an argument.
Did Boston College do that? Weren't they the ones who got in trouble for that shaving point scandal back in like the 80s?
I don't know if Boston College did. I know
there was a college that like
the scandals I'm most familiar with are like John Calipari basically has gotten caught cheating at every single school he's ever coached at. Like at Kentucky, it's basically common knowledge that Derrick Rose falsified his SAT scores.
Oh dang!
And they did nothing to it. Not at Kentucky, at Memphis.
Yeah.
And then Calipari just moves on to Memphis, moves to Kentucky, and nobody says a word about it.
Oh, so he's like the Pete Carroll of basketball.
When he was coaching at Hartford, Marcus Camby, same thing. There was like some controversy where Marcus Camby wasn't really getting his grades, but they were like, Marcus Camby was a beast in college, so they just let him slide with it. And then Calipari moves on to
screw up here, then move to the next place.
Yeah,
yep, yeah, that's fucked up. Okay, so
Danny's
that was
two.
My number 2. So my number 2 is so we got to do full titles. So it's Rebound: The Legend of Earl the Goat Manigault. Holy shit, this movie's amazing. I bet nobody has seen it.
I've never seen it. It's one of those where I've kind of wanted to see it throughout the years, but I've just never taken the time to watch it.
Holy
I've
shit.
never seen it either. I heard it's a great movie.
If speaking straight to the listener, if you have not seen this movie, it is free on YouTube. You know, why don't you click over?
It's
or
funny
you do
that
it, hit that like button. But yeah,
that's where
free
I've seen
on
it at.
YouTube.
I was scrolling through basketball movies and I saw it on there. I clicked on it to start to watch it, but it was like a documentary, so I didn't.
Well, that's the thing. It's not really a documentary. It's more of
it felt
an
like
interpretation.
It felt like it to me.
Yeah, because Don Cheadle is not Earl Manigault.
Yes, he is.
No,
you didn't know that?
No, he's not.
He snatched a stack of dimes off the backboard.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. That's one of the things is in high school he could, from just a straight like 5-10 foot run, he could apparently jump and touch the top of the backboard and take a $1 bill off of it. And he got money from one of the coaches because they're like, you can't do that.
Well, I say it's a documentary because the movie is about his life, right?
Well, yeah, but it's not.
But what is it? What is it about?
It's a biopic. It's not a documentary because a documentary would actually have Earl Manigault.
Well, yeah, I thought it had scenes of him in it.
Well, they show him for like at the very end where they show what he looks like in real life. Back in 1995. So
he wasn't in the movie at all then.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like it opens up with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest basketball player of all time. Don't care what anyone else says. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, I thought that was Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
but
well, you know, who has the most points in the NBA? But that's cool. So whatever. So
I thought it was Big Country. What's his name? The dude that played for Vancouver.
Brian Reeves. He was good for a big man though.
I'm talking about Big Country. I thought of the dude from UFC for some reason. I was like, the dude who rubs his belly. But no, it takes place. It shows him, you know, growing up, playing in high school. He played in this park in Harlem where NBA players would go and play street ball. So he only played street ball, and like when he's in high school, he played against Wilt Chamberlain and beat him. Like that like he played some like real fucking players in high school and beat these dudes while
Wasn't
he was in high
like
school.
really short?
Yeah, the dude was like apparently in real life he was like 5'8" or 5'9", but
because now that I think about it, I did watch some of that, and it was like he would come to the park and people would be like looking at him like he a scrub, and then they'd be like, "Nah, that dude right there is the truth."
That's the GOAT.
Just like watching enough, like I've never seen the movie, but watching enough just basketball movies in general, and like more so documentaries and stuff like that. It's just like you've heard all the stories about him, about like how he was untouchable and
he was also
in
NBA Street Volume 1 and 2. If
he
you ever
was in
played
that.
He was a character in that game. He was one of the legends that you had to unlock.
Oh yeah.
He was the dude who had legendary handles.
Dude,
I did see part of that movie. Now
because it's fucking like the cast. It was a direct to TV movie for HBO, but it was like had fucking Don Cheadle, Forrest Whitaker, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader was in
He's the guy who the voice of Darth Vader.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
The Force was in this movie.
It's Darth Vader, dude. When you watch, like, when you look at him play, because apparently Don Cheadle actually learned how to legitimately play because they show him like doing the short dribbles through the legs.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking crazy. And then,
I am your father.
You have sick handles.
Pass the ball, Earl. Yeah, but no, apparently, like, he goes to college, knocks up this girl. The coach doesn't like him. He gets kicked out of college. When he goes back to the hood, his fucking friend is selling cocaine. He's selling heroin.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets shot by one of his other friends, who's like the head heroin dealer. This dude gets addicted to heroin. Nearly dies because he's addicted to heroin. Then he eventually gets off heroin, goes back to the dude who owns Harlem, who is like the head smack dealer in Harlem, and he's like, he goes up to him, he goes, "I want the park back," because Forrest Whitaker died, and that's what threw him over the edge to becoming a heroin addict. And the dude's like, "No, dude, you're a junkie. You take the shit and you go and do it." And he's like, "No, man, I want the park back." He's like, "You're gonna do something? Throw me off the building right now." Yeah, he says like, "Go ahead, kill me." He's like, "I don't care." He's like, "I want that park back." And then from then on, all the drug dealers and gang members were like, "This park's off limits. This is just basketball." And then from then on, every single year, he had the Earl the Goat Manigault annual competition for keeping off drugs. Yes. And dude, it's legitimately an amazing movie, and it's free on YouTube. Go watch that shit.
Young YouTube.
Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. It's such a fucking good movie. I just watched it like a week ago again. It's so fucking good.
Alright, so to my number 2. Now I'm just going to let this be known. My number 1 and my number 2 was so hard to choose from.
Space Jam. No.
Try and get my second. Nah, but
alright.
This was a hard pick, and my number 2 is Above the Rim.
Alright, that's a good... Yeah, I agree. Above the Rim's great.
Has Marlon Wayans in it, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Which he is funny as hell in
he
there.
He is funny when he starts doing the baby powder.
I was just about with the gold jacket and stuff. I was just about to say that. But it got the great Tupac in it.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac.
That's true. Bernie Mac is in it. I forgot he was in it.
They played for, what was it, Boots or whatever it was, but they played one-on-one. Dwayne Martin. But yeah, it was like a hood movie.
Yeah.
Like, he had to basically decide if he wanted to be good or bad because Tupac was trying to recruit him to his side.
Dude, it was like Juice, only Omar Epps' character was a basketball player instead of a DJ.
Yeah. Like, and that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Not a basketball movie, but yeah, that was a great movie too. But yeah, I just like it because it was hood and it was funny.
Yeah.
Especially with Marlon in it, he brought the funny side of it.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then Bernie Mac was funny in his scene too.
Yeah.
But I like at the end when they remember that final play at the end when they went for that game winner.
Dude, refresh me because I remember the whole tournament, how everybody was getting super rough. I don't remember when they were watching him on TV.
When they were watching him on TV.
Okay, yeah.
Earlier in the movie, Tupac's brother, which was he was the security guard for the school, but the coach of the team wanted him to become the head coach of that basketball team.
Yeah.
But Dwayne Martin was in the gym shooting, like practice shooting around and stuff, and he was missing a little bit. So Tupac's brother was like, bend your wrist a little bit more. Then he was like, who are you? How you gonna teach me to shoot?
Yeah.
So he looked at the ball and he grabbed it. So he actually did what the guy said. He started smiling and turned around and like, flaunt at him, but he was already gone.
Yeah.
So basically, he taught him that at that part of the movie, and at the end of the movie was where he used it. So basically, what happened was Georgetown was down by it was 1 or 2. I think it was 2.
Yeah, and I remember that. I thought you meant he hit a game winner during like the park tournament.
Nah, Tupac's brother threw him the alley-oop for the game winner, and that I think it was. But I like at the end when he came off that screen and hit that game winner on like both of them.
And then they start playing. What did they start playing? Did they start playing "Regulate" by Warren G?
That was it. That was it. It's funny that you remember that. That was a good song, though.
That was a great song. I love that song. Yeah, man, I totally agree. Above the Rim is great. Tupac holding the razor blade under his tongue and shit.
I was surprised you remember that part too. That showed that he was straight hood.
Yeah.
Letting them know, like, I got this for you anytime. You seen that movie before? I gotta ask you, Danny, about the real.
What, Poop Dreams?
Don't disrespect Hoop Dreams, alright?
The first time you said it, I legitimately thought you said Poop Dreams, and I looked at your paper, I was like, Hoop Dreams. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I have seen that a long time ago. If you go for my list, I went for like comedy and then like serious movies because I like to have fun watching sports movies. Yeah. And I was like, all right, man, I can only have so many serious movies, so I couldn't put it on there, but it was on my top 10. Yeah, that movie's fucking really good.
I just judge movies as far as like how much I get into them.
Well, that's the thing. I like when they funny. Like funnier movies generally when it comes to sports.
I like comedy movies too, but even if it's a serious movie, kind of like how like Love and Basketball was, that wasn't really a funny movie, but because I can be entertained by it and like it showed them like in school. Like I like movies where like Coach Carter, like how like they was in school, like. I like seeing stuff like that when they interact movies with that. And
that's
stuff
why
like
a good portion of my movies are like comedies, but I can't deny like Hoop Dreams and Coach Carter.
Blue Chips was hilarious.
Blue Chips isn't Blue Chips is serious, but it kind of rides that line because there are comedic moments in that movie.
Yeah, Jack actually, I can't remember. He did have a scene with Nick Nolte where like. They made Shaq like the dumb jock basketball player for like one scene only, because other than that, he was like
the whole thing with his character is he pretends to be the dumb jock, but then it's just like he takes his SATs.
That's actually how he is.
Yeah.
Now, seeing that we're going into our number ones, there's 2 movies that if it's not my number one.
Yeah.
I think it might be one of them might be one of y'all's number one, but I'm gonna give them a shout out at the end of this.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we can give a couple honorable mentions after we do our number ones. All right. So my number one is White Men Can't Jump. That was really I love that movie. My dad didn't know what it was. My parents are European. So it was just like I went to Blockbuster one time with my dad, and it's a movie that I shouldn't have been allowed to rent at that time.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to because wasn't it rated R?
It was rated R. Rosie Perez, you get to see her tits in it, which is fantastic. I loved it.
That's a great number one movie,
dude. Yeah. And just like my dad just let me rent it, and I rented that in like a Spider-Man video game. I remember, and like I loved it. It was just like. The way they play with stereotypes and people thinking Billy can't play because he's white, and then it turns out he's sweet, and him and Sydney start hustling everybody.
That's my number one movie of all time. I ain't gonna hold it in. I'm just gonna keep it real.
All right.
Yeah, that's the same.
So we all ended up having the same number one.
I just love how like they came like. They hustled the shit out of people. Yeah. Like when they hustled that dude and he went to go get the gun to pull on him.
It's just like the coolest part about it is they find out Billy hustles Sydney. Then they team up and hustle other people. Then they find out Sydney's hustling Billy. And then their Sydney's wife and Billy's girlfriend get together and make them play together. Put them into a tournament. Yeah, and then they become friends again. And
then he loses that money.
He loses the money. He apparently loses Gloria, which sucks because she was way hot.
Oh, and then the greatest scene of the whole movie was when they played at the end.
Dude, at the end against King and Doug Johnson. King and Doug. That was...
And he finally dunked.
And he dunked. Two-handed, hangs on the rim. The yell, the way he screams when he dunks.
Like he accomplished something he could never do in his life. And he swore up and down he could dunk the whole movie, too.
It's so good.
But that I love that whole... when they played the tournament, like how he was talking shit to everybody, trying to get them out their game and stuff like that.
I love it when he tells the dude, he's like, "Why you got a Z in your fro, man? What are you, the Black Zorro?"
you advertising for the Braille Institute? He said that. He said a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that movie's a fuck. It doesn't have a down point.
No, it doesn't.
There is the sad part where he's like, "No, man, I can't fucking dunk," and then he loses all his money because he's stupid. Yeah. But it's the pacing of that movie is so well done to where, it feels like it's 20 minutes long. Yeah. And you're like, oh, shit, this was an hour and 45 minutes. And, oh, dude, it's so good.
And them two, they played great together in movies. They was in Money Train together. Yeah. Which is I love that movie, too.
Yeah, they had great chemistry. It's just you felt like they really were really good friends.
He really couldn't dunk.
Yeah,
I can't see how anyone could dislike that movie.
Yeah, I don't if I haven't heard anybody say they don't like White Man Can't Jump, but if somebody did say that, I'd call them a dirty liar.
I'd be highly disappointed in them.
I'd just be like, we gonna see.
Because I feel like out of all of our movies that we said, that movie. It's probably on everybody's list somewhere. Yeah. Even if it's not their number one, it's got to be in their top 5. I just don't see how it could be. It's that somewhere.
Great. Yeah, it's great. So,
but a movie that I'm shocked nobody said, and I'm shocked you didn't say it, Steven, is Glory Road.
Glory Road was on my list, but it didn't make the top 5.
I'm shocked you didn't say that. And another movie is Sunset Park.
Sunset Park. I remember liking Sunset Park as a kid, but I haven't seen it in so long, and I just don't remember enough of it. I didn't get a chance to rewatch it. So, yeah, I remember Carla from Cheers was the coach.
Yeah, the only one I had that I really wanted to have on my list, but I had to take it off to make room was A Season on the Brink, the Bobby Knight movie. The dude who throws chairs on the basketball court. I fucking love that. I'm sorry.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, that movie's really good, but I was like, nah, man. Basketball got approved. Yeah. Putting this shit in there.
I got one that was interesting to me, and it just popped into my head after you told the Earl Manigault story.
God damn it, so good.
Was a documentary about a guy named Demetrius Mitchell. It's called Hooked: The Legend of Demetrius Hook Mitchell, and it's this dude from California. He grew up with Gary Payton and Jason Kidd. And both of them swear up and down that he was better than them. And he's just the reason the GOAT story came to mind was because it almost sounded like you were describing him. It was this short guy who was super athletic. He was 5 something, and there's clips of him jumping over cars. There's legit clips of him jumping over cars dunking. He got mixed up with drugs and went to jail and never fulfilled his potential as a player.
Yeah. One more movie that I think y'all should watch. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but Hurricane Season.
I've never seen that.
It got Forrest Whitaker in it.
Does it have Don from our work? There's this dude we work with. We called him Don because he would fucking break. Well, his name was Don, but we called him Hurricane. He would break everything.
He was a good basketball player.
He was a good basketball player in college.
My homie
Greg
Don,
Oden?
that's a shout out.
Greg Oden? Okay,
Greg Oden. Yeah. But yeah, it's about Forrest Whitaker. He's a coach. He's in New Orleans, and you know how Hurricane Katrina and everything messed stuff up. So the kids all got went somewhere else, but the ones that stayed behind, he got them together and recruited other people, and they formed a basketball team. But it's a good movie. I think people should watch it.
That's cool. Yeah. Just one more. Celtic Pride.
I know, dude. That's good. I had to bring it up earlier because I knew it wouldn't be on anyone's list. It's so.
I do enjoy watching it when they make Damon Wayans drink like the giant, like weird, like every liquor in it in the bar.
Yeah, he just gets super sick.
And the awkward tall European guy that's on the Jazz. And he's like, "Put me in, coach. I'm gonna hit him with that death row shit.
I'm gonna hit him with the death row shit."
Yeah, I've never seen that. I think I've seen part of it, but
it's one of those ones where it's like you've seen it on TV, but you've only watched like 2 scenes, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch this instead."
It's super like it's kind of a slower paced movie for what it is.
It is very slow, but it's Dan Aykroyd.
Because I may have seen parts of the movies, but I say I've never seen them because I haven't watched it all the way through to explain that.
All right, so
we hope you all like our top 5.
Yeah. I was gonna say
that's fucked up. We all had the same number 1. That was not planned, by the way, because we were all looking at each other like.
My number 1
Did you
came
think the same thing.
just pretty much now when we talked about it.
The second I said my number 1, the two of you were looking like pointing at your papers. And like, yeah. I was like, what the hell are y'all talking about? What are you doing? But it
was a silent eruption.
It was, that's our top 5s. Hope you guys agree or disagree.
Let us know.
You enjoy it. Let us know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. Like it.
It's only right.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't want to listen to this on YouTube, if you are, we have it on SoundCloud, so you can get it on SoundCloud and not have to kill your battery while you're at work. Because you might have a job. Some people like to work.
It's just in the comments, in the description of the video. I put the SoundCloud link to our SoundCloud. You can check out all of our episodes there. You can download them. You can listen to them through the SoundCloud app. Whatever you want to do.
Subscribe to us on SoundCloud so it'll continually pop up so you don't have to look for the random episodes.
But do check out the YouTube, because the YouTube will eventually have more than just podcasts on here, so it'll be more than just that. And I know this episode went a little bit longer, but we had a lot to say. We talked about some great movies, and again, just hit that subscribe and like button, and we will check you guys out later.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Ayo.